Unfortunately, she has more reasonable members than that among y'all, and I appreciate being here, and I appreciate working with Janice and with Paul. We work very closely, and I think you've heard me say before, that's not always been the case, and it is very much the case now. And you know, you get more things done when you work together, and when you've got personalities that mesh with one another. And we're all not only co-workers, we're friends. And Paul and I have been, he used to be chairman of the House Education Committee for many years, and we developed a friendship instantly because we grew up in the same county, and his wife grew up just right behind where I grew up, just a few miles away, out in the country. And when she had these advertisements on television when she ran for the United States Senate, it was about her picking cotton. And I had a friend who said, well, you know, she's exaggerating a little bit. She didn't do that. And I said, oh yes, she did. And he said, well, she drove a cotton picker. In other words, a machine. I said, oh no, she didn't. And I bet a lot of you know that feeling too. I see some heads bobbing up and down. But Paul and Susan came from a real good background, and they represent us very well. And I appreciate her getting the utility rates down, and for representing the working folks on the Public Service Commission like she's done very effectively since she's been there. I feel for the first time, and I guess ever, that the PSC the members of the PSC are representing people like me and the people that I grew up with instead of the power company. For the first time and maybe ever, because we've got some good folks, and maybe ever, because we've got some good folks serving on it now. And I think that they're doing a good job. And I know Paul is doing a good job, and I know Janice is doing a good job, and I appreciate the volunteers that we have among the retirees, because it's getting so that you can't get anybody to do anything except those who are retired. And they tell me they're busier than ever after they retire. A lot of them do. You're almost worth your weight in gold as a person who not only will contact a legislator, but as a person who is willing to do something for that legislator's campaign or against that legislator's re-election. They listen to you. If they get 10 contacts, that's an overwhelming majority to do something. That's a mandate to do something. And I have a feeling we're going to need you next year more than ever, particularly the year after.